Cataclysm comes through, so you get the big burst. But like you mentioned, right, if there's so many ways to ruin this. There's the dashes of this Azir and Yunara. There's also the really good point you made about Crescent Guard. Like side Junhao doesn't really have much of a look. ZDZ is in a pretty safe spot. But he is going to start moving up towards that way. ZDZ gets very low. Gets the dreaded return.
Jungle is coming. Xin Zhao is almost here, but Junhao, it would take him so long. He probably has to invest his flash if he wants to be a part of this play. Maybe, oh, they know Xiaohao's here. Uh-oh.
Xiaohao is spotted, but now he knows he's been spotted, so the only person who isn't known is Junhao, who's used the lane to walk all the way up, get the flag and drag onto ZDZ. I think he dies. No reason to burn the flash here. Really creative on to leave. Does
That's
give
the scuttle, though.
Yeah, first track towards that scuttle.
Oh!
Let's see if, let's test your theories here. See if he gets maybe over to level 6.
Wait a
Junhao
minute,
does have level 6.
Yeah.
You get off the wave. Now he uses the Cataclysm onto Perukia. Ryan's coming over. Xiaohao, though, has the Crescent Guard off the Scuttle Crab. Knocks Feather away from him. Gets exhausted. Angels try to desperately come over here as Ryan is out of mana. Perukia is down first. Xiaohao re-engages. Feather going to go down. Leave dropping many autos, but it's the Shuriman Shuffle that doesn't do enough. It still gets Ryan that double kill as he chases Leave down.
Undertalk, they're first on the river. Haru, this is impossible for EDG, especially I'm looking at Angel's position. He's nowhere able to get into this fight.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Probably go after Ryan. He has to flash away as Perukia is going to catch him out. Leave gets the angle. Arc of Ruin should pick up the kill. Dragon secured for Thundertalk. Feather has the Unbreakable Will pop, but he's getting broken one way or another. Let's just see how many autos it takes from Leave to finally secure this kill. It's Xiaohao that will get it instead. Thundertalk have to pay a pretty high toll for that first dragon that they really shouldn't have had to.
Oh my God, look, how broken is this? She has 1,000,000 shields, and she has the Eclipse, so
she's gonna die, right? Oh, misses the public execution. It doesn't even matter. I mean, that's disgusting damage out of Keshi. Stacking on their side as well. Got a Hextech Drake coming in about a minute. I feel like that's where most plays will come unless Perukia makes the play. Magnet Storm, crash down. Ryan definitely trying to run away. The Arc of Ruin slow is there, but Feather does a great job peeling Perukia off his AD carry, and they survive the all-in.
Super MVP strong. I don't think EDG can fight.
I mean, they.
He's TPing first.
He's TPing first. Feather. Oh, the Shockwave whiffs. They try to use the Alistar to deliver it. They at least get themselves a dragon. So that's a win for Thundertalk. Junhao goes in, but there's the Emperor's Divide. Keshi flies in the back with public execution. Angel, does he have enough protection? The shields are gross from Keshi, and he's eating up a ton of trade damage. He has to flash away from these.
Perukia
going to re-engage with Crescent Guard. Perukia on the back end of the fight gets a huge crash down Magnet Storm that allows Leave to step up and throw down the Gatling gun. Auto after auto, ruining this TT play. Gets another slow. Perukia throws Haru back into his team, but sacrifices himself as Ryan does find a trade back. But TT showed why we were worried about their comp into EDG's peel right there.
Thundertalk, just take the small wins, guys. Like, we just teleport. Why not? I have the HP to play for it, but this is way too far. We know that on the other side that Perukia's behind him. Come back to life?
No, he's getting caught by Xiaohao and Angel. Don't know how that play started, but definitely seeing Thundertalk showing signs of a team looking to clean things up like side lane allocation.
That's a big portion of the lead. For him, though, it's not bad for the 1v1 because the Hen is still down 1,500 gold, but EDG are getting turret plates, and it's going over to the Azir. We talked a lot about how Angel is an amazing team fighter. He's going to be on Azir with an X, but are we not going to be contesting for this dragon? Like, we need to be moving now. Perukia's going to come back out of the map as Thundertalk look for the mid-turret.
Doesn't have enough damage from Shelly herself to get the mid-tier 1 down. Do they feel comfortable stepping up? They're looking for the dive. There's the Shockwave delivered from a Cataclysm. Leave didn't have a shot in hell to even move or click out of that combo before his screen goes gray. And Perukia, his sidekick, is going to have to pay the price as well.
We lost our mid-turret and we lose the dragon. Now Soul Point here at 20 minutes in this game. Thundertalk are in a fantastic spot to close this. Be able to see them because EDG have had a few games here in Group Perseverance so far in 2026 that have been a little shaky. It's why they've been starting off the season 0-2.
Look at Keshi just shrug off an entire ZDZ combo and turn it right on its head. They're going to wait out re-engaging until his passive gets lower. That dash gets him out of the public execution range. So that's the only real blunder, but it's not getting any easier to deal with Keshi one-on-one if you're EDG.
Keshi, if he lands that, In fairness to EDG, you didn't get the kill, but you did just get 2 teleports out from Thunder Talk. So pushing on the top side of the map is really important. Maybe finding Keshi is the way you get back into this game. Any picks right now turn into a Baron. You have an Azir with 2 items. This could be something you look to turn on and just wait for Leaf to join the fight a minute and a half before this soul. Thunder Talk, I don't think we need to look for anything right now.
EDG are going to respect that snap combo they can throw on anyone. Feather's going to go in. There's public execution. They're going to burn everything on his EDC. Grim Deliverance doesn't even come out. Perugia crash flag down. Magnet Storm comes across. There's the Crest Guard from Xiaohao as he gets on top of Ryan. And look at Angel fly all the way after the AD carry, but he turns it on his head with a bullet time that smashes him down before he gets straight out. Xiaohao's going to fall to try and find that trade as the fight splits out onto 2 fronts, and we go an even 3 for 3.
Oh, but well, what else can Thunder Talk actually push you? Haru's going to find Perugia.
All right, good little stun. Haru's going to flash away. Nearly has no damage and snipes away Perugia as he runs out of the jungle to make a heavyweight bout at this Cloud Drake. And it's EDG to start things up. TT need to be aware of this Perugia flank, though. He's coming across, and he has a marked Ryan. But where's the follow-up? Perugia goes all by himself. He's trying to stall for the dragon, and he sacrifices himself for that. Xiaohao grabs it. Shockwave, public execution, throws all TT to the background. Good flash from Leaf, though, to get away from Junhao's Cataclysm. That is a frame-perfect flash to get EDG's AD carry, and now Angel gets to fly in with a huge Emperor's Defy. Ryan turns back with a bullet time, then it's gonna fall flat. There are the Edward Gaming carries, standing up tall, acing home Thunder Talk.
Angel was the key piece of this fight. He had been
What a turn. You could hear the sort of sounds, the worries that so many EDG fans had showing up in this game 1. Leave Yunara and Azanya's 3-item Angel.
No.
So it's even harder now to get the best value out of bullet time for Thunder Talk.
If Thunder Talk lose this game, it's going to be the most tragic review because they had such a good early start into this game. I thought their team fights were sound. I think setup was good. Angel!
Oh my God, Angel parts the base of Thunder Talk open, but he goes to the stations. That Crescent Guard from Xiaohao is going to buy enough time for Angel to fall before Ryan can take him out. Keshi now gets to fly in. Feather gets cut down, and it's down to the EDG bottom lane, but Perugia is going to go down next. Leave, you're going to have a highlight play 1 versus 3, or Thunder Talk are going to turn this game on its head, wiping everybody but CDZ off the map.
Angel looks for what is the hero play, and that kind of biffs it in some portions. I will not lie, the trade is not bad. You still get the mid-tier 3 turret, and there's no longer a flash on Haru. So
with his revive, Junhao's got a GA to himself, so these fights are naturally going to extend a lot more no matter what, and that plays a lot better into the hands of Angel. Plays a lot better in the hands of Lee. Can TT cut down the angle as Angel gets caught? Shockwave Cataclysm, he's going to go in Zanya's, but he doesn't flash out of the bullet time. Angel goes down first.
Keshi!
He's going to grab Leave, and he immediately tries to flash out, but he goes down. Keshi with the clutch plays on his patented Mbessa again. CDZ goes to the GA, but he's immediately knocked up, skybound, and it's all down to the top laner for EDG. The Grim Deliverance, the revive, it's all just prolonging the inevitability of Thunder Talk wiping a late game team fight, and they're going to look to march down mid lane to shock the very team that swept them a day ago.
Oh my God, wait a minute. So OMG win their first game and their first series, the series before this, and now Thunder Talk will do the same here in Group Perseverance. They're going to win their first game up against a team in Edward Gaming they just played last night.
The death timers, they're a little close.
They're going to go for it.
Desperately waiting. Angel's up in 3. Leave a mere seconds behind him. Can they hold? Have Thunder Talk overextended? Angel's here. Here comes Leave. Perugia to re-engage. The turret's still pretty healthy. Junhao with the shockwave onto Leave. Gets the Cataclysm down, but he goes into the GA.
Wait a minute.
Leave is going to stay alive until Keshi flies into the background trying to find the trade kill. Turret's going to go down. Angel still stands tall. Xiaohao gets cut down through the Cataclysm, and there's a huge public execution that is just enough to put the bow on top. Thunder Talk win game 1. Revenge on their mind over Edward Gaming.
Look, EDG 2-0'd them last night. Are we going to see a advantage here in this game? He is unkillable here.
Yeah, and certainly tank shreds, right? Especially the way you can build Gwen now with the possibilities.
It's Fey Lights here in topside. Junhao is starting this. I don't like this, but I think that the buttons that TT have pre-ultimates are just significantly better than their opponents. And EDG just say, look, we're not going to look for anything. So all that hubbubaloo.
Go. Nope. Stands his ground. And I don't think you're vault breakering back forward. All right, so I think that's a pretty big win for EDG, taking a lot of the steam, the gas out of Keshi's side lane Gwen Exodia.
They just recognize they don't have a lot of damage. Like, Vi Talia isn't the most versus a Wukong and an Akali. Going down half HP after you just teleported, not the best, however. Perugia.
Oh my god, Perugia does the fake out, and TT's bottom lane falls for it with ease. Oh my gosh.
That's cooked when it comes to movements of the clone.
That was nice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Thundertalk, especially Ryan. I mean, you knew he tried that.
Different rebuild. We're gonna have some older guys. We're gonna look to really try to farm most of Group Nirvana and maybe take a couple of best of fives off of Group Ascend teams. But so far, hasn't been good.
Down. Good flash and clone usage. Get away from the tidal wave. Haru does have the Weaver's Wall, doesn't need it. Gets the nice little seismic shove flash combo, and Perugia's caught. Lee, very audacious look for this trade. Flashes over 1Q, but I don't really. Are we buying time? Yeah, he's buying time for Angel. All right, leave. Shouldn't have doubted you because he sent enough flags up for the cavalry to go right where to come down in. Gets the Void Seeker to make sure Angel finds that kill. Leave. Nice positioning.
Beautiful play there from Leave. It starts off with the support getting caught, and it transitioned into a 2-kill lead here for EDG, and maybe even a third. Haru has no flash. He used it to kill Perugia, and now that's the turret as well. 2,500 gold here for EDG, and almost like 2/3 of that is now on to this 80 carry. He's going to have his support.
Basically a full combo for Keshi. Does ZDZ lose this with, I don't even think he loses this with Junhao. All right, cancels the Vault Breaker. He's going to flash out. That is an audacious cease and desist, Mr. Junhao. Decimating Smash. Luckily doesn't catch him under the turret. But that's not a good sign for Thundertalk. Oh my god.
We're going for the turret. Oh, Junhao's going to get solo killed. Junhao's solo killed.
Oh yeah, ZDZ. That's my brush.
He can literally just stand here and take the entire turret. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yep. Kanik, Rookern, he'll have Soul Furnace in 3 seconds. This entire time, EDG are hitting the top tier when they're going to summon the Herald. Are they going to go mid with this play? Because I think there's a very real explanation that we could look for. No, never mind. We're just going to take 3 plates off top lane. Okay. And they get the teleport. Damn, this is such a good play here for EDG. And it's not like maybe, just maybe, if Ryan gets his Muramana in the next 5 minutes, that's something, but...
Weaver's Wall play. Leave gets away from the seismic shove, though. Disgusting amount of damage you can trade back, but those slippery stones made it so he was going to get stunned no matter what dash he used, and that's what's able to get a pretty good kill back lane because it's definitely scary for Haru going forward. The innate burst that Akali can bring to the table. Also the Hex, the Hextech Gunblade being back in the game. That it's kind of a ridiculous amount of AP damage that you just fire out randomly if you need a little bit of extra burst. At least Keshi's getting some plates back, but again, it's just such a problem that he will never... Not good for the team that's relying on those 2 tools to not only peel, but engage for them. And yeah, guys, that's not your red buff. Those aren't your golems anymore, Junhao. I'm so sorry to have to tell you this.
Oh, we're using the Weaver's Wall. He was trying to look for something onto Angel. Cool. I mean, the rocks are down. Yeah, this is not meaningful in any way right now. EDG just have such a lock iron grip on this game. I guess she's just going to force the issue.
Okay. Oh, good flash wave from Decimating Smash. Need to work. Gets him some decent healing. TP help has to come through here. Can Keshi finally break this mold? ZDZ's going to go down. All right, Keshi. I think Angel can catch him, though. Chases down with the Shroud. Yep, and there's the Hextech bolt to the face. And Angel finds the trade, but had the TP to even find that, so win for Keshi.
That's a huge win, and now Thundertalk's laners can hopefully hit on some turrets right now. Haru's on the bottom side. He's going to try to take this bot lane tier 1. Ryan is not able to get any damage, and look at this contest. Feather can't be here.
Oh, flash after. Killer Instinct going to come through for Leave. Yep. There's the pick play.
That's Baron.
That should be Baron.
So that is the EDG that I have come to know, love, and hate here in the LPL in the last year and a half.
No, things are going well when you don't even need to smite home
any kind of Pop Blossom next to him. So great job from Perugia. Yeah, I've loved it. We as a broadcast have really loved watching this player grow now.
Oh my god. All that's for Perukia, by the way. It's for the Nico support. Do they even find this trade kill? I mean, yeah, okay, they got rid of Perukia, but you lose out on a Junhao and use so many resources to make that pick onto the support. And who has the inside track towards the mid lane? It's EDG. Crystalline Overgrowth. Mid tier 1 turret down. Blasco audaciously throwing Keshi in the wave, the minion wave. Still a win for EDG because
Dusk and Dawn. Yeah. That's fine. It's fine. We're in the Twilight Zone. You know, there's an inability for us to get to that point anyway. So
that was a good one.
So third dragon for EDG. That's Soul Point. They've played a lot of their games from behind. Not just this roster, but also last year and the year before.
True.
So I don't think they need any more experience.
You can always learn.
Yes, but you have a one of the things with Group Perseverance and Nirvana is that there are just way less games, right?
Way less.
Like that was why when we saw FPX,
you know, make some noise in the playoffs up against a Group Percent team. All right, we have to hold that thought. Angel was not expecting Junhao to be sticking around this long. Zanya's the cease and desist. Gonna flash out of the seismic shove. He's doing everything he can to prolong this fight. Can he go 1-for-1 with the burst? Not if he perfect executes away. Junhao's gonna flash. The Vault Breaker doesn't land. Oh, Angel might have a chance to find this kill. Remember, he's stalling so well, the EG are getting a lot more on the map here. So this taking this long does innately hurt Thunder Talk in the immediate, that being in mid lane.
Mid lane, and we still have so much. Whether this Gwen was going to be useful this game. You are 3 items. The same can be said for all of the carries on Thunder Talk. This has to be when it kind of clicks.
Okay, flash away from the stop onslaught. He gets over towards the GA.
Look at the healing!
That needlework do a disgusting amount of damage. See how he gets his GA pop. He's still healing through a lot of it. Lead goes down about half HP. Gets hit by that tidal wave. Seismic shove onto 2. Perukia looks to re-engage. Pop Blossom falters. Thunder Talk go 1-for-1, and Junhao's feeling a bit brash. He wants to go forward now. See how much damage they can do to the tank CDZ. Flashes away for another good seismic shove coming out from Heru. The chase continues. Junhao leading the way. Cease and desist is back up. Leave off to the side, looking for an angle to come back in with his GA. Angel goes back in for the back line. Feather gets deleted. Angel goes right after Ryan. Ryan gets deleted. And TT overextend themselves, trying to make the desperate play to save this game, but instead, they end the game. Ace over to EDG to polish off a dominating response to a flat game one.
And the needlework there, giving them a little bit more, just isn't quite enough at this point. Teleport comes in, it is Keshi, he does have ultimate. They're very low here.
Okay, leave. Oh, good little killer instincts. GA's gone. Oh my god, here comes CDC. Bouncy house! Keshi, I like the look, buddy, but GA did.
Yeah, that's our team fight. Let's finish this game out. Let's kind of muscle our way through this one. They get to see them do this again. I don't know. Like, they're so far ahead. Leave has been having a massive lead the whole game.
Yeah, it almost feels a bit foreign how Poised Leave is playing on a really fed Kaisa. I'm with you. We're up 10k gold with Soul. We can throw ourselves into Thunder Talk, and I don't think we really lose here. ZDZ, hey, he subscribes to this idea. Maybe a little bit too much. That's a really good Weaver's Wall from Heru. And that's a free pick on a ZDZ.
I guess. Sure.
Slows down the Baron push, right? At the very least.
Yeah, I mean, they still have the Chemtech Soul. They have vision of this. They just use the redemption from Nami, so they know this is going down. Half HP here. There's a Perukia engage potentially coming on through, but everybody's teleporting for this play. This could be a huge turning point in the game or the final point.
All right, there's the tidal wave. Junhao, can you steal it? Cease and desist. Baron's very, very low. 50-50 at some point. See how secures it. Okay, Ryan's on top of Leave. Leave deletes Ryan. All right, there. Boom goes the dynamite. EDG, respect the poise. This game goes on as long as they need to finally force TT out of their comfort zone, and they wipe down the fight that we all expected. We're going the distance here. Perseverance as Heru wins the. That's like checkers right there. We got a King Heru. He went over Angel's checker.
Yeah, they were doing the like instant transmission thing where you keep teleporting behind each other. They use the wall. Yeah, that's just it. We'll just watch Heru die right underneath his Nexus turret. EDG are sending us to Game 3. It took us an extra 36 minutes to do so, but hey, at this point, a win's a win, as I keep saying.
And a dominating one at that. Not much more to break down there because EDG gave us all the time to talk about how many ways they were ahead. So now that you get a look at all the comps in their totality, it's going to be lethality, Varus, right? I don't think there's much of an angle for anything else. Dangerous skin optimization. We now see that both junglers have completed one more sweep through the clears on the top side. Rukia looking for a nice little Zenith Blade engage, gets the cleanse out of Ryan. Both junglers are, begrudgingly looking to fight here over this top scuttle. Angel does have that ghost advantage, gets the Sky of the Weak stun. Unleash power immediately thrown fully out, but gets poked really low. Haru's going to flash for first blood. Junhao gets away from Xiaohao. Oh my god, the longest realm warp you've ever seen in your life. Please get the Rip Prism. All right, Haru, come on. Can't go through the unbreakable wall. Xiaohao is very lucky to be alive. Haru hit every single skill he could to nearly find himself a double kill. It's still Thunder Talk on the board first, though.
20 HP there.
Trapped under the turret. We don't see where exactly Feather is. Dragon, that's something that we're used to talking about in Season 15 last year. 25. Oh, hello, Solar Flare. Oh, the Ghost doesn't get hit. Oh, the stun. Good little find there from Parukia. And the Unleashed Power gets the kill home. Guys,
all right, never mind. It's not 10:45. Maybe it's 11:15.
Okay, we're going for Haru. Nice little stun. Scatter the weak. Angel finds the pick. The stun lock comes down thanks to a nice time.
He had flash the entire time, and he had Merc Treads, so it wasn't like he was getting CC'd for the entire duration of that play. He had many opportunities to use the flash, opted not to, so very little reprieve. I mean, unless they make something happen around ZDZ, this is a huge win.
I mean, I'm still waiting. Junhao, yeah, we got to see that first paranoia. Flash comes out here from ZZ to try to clear it some distance. The Fierce Storm going to come through. Grand Starfall behind. Angel's here as well. All right, don't know if they'll be able to get Junhao, but they're definitely going to make it a top laner for top laner trade. Oh, maybe they will. Parukia is going to force the flash. Junhao, luckily, has a blast cone nearby. Solar Flare, Parukia might be looking. In a game with a Cassante, Rise, Nautilus, you got to go Blackfire Torch.
I'll tell you right now, this champion with ability haste is broken, so you just need the Blackfire Torch. And
you know what's broken with ultimate ability haste? Poise. That Edward Gaming are bringing to this matchup that we kind of were missing in our first match of the night. There we go. Prisms. Junhao turn the lights out. Angel gonna go down. Again, it's the Grand Starfall turn with Parukia nearby, but this time TT get their kill without having to get near the EDG turret and way before the reinforcements come across. Still, Xiaohao's gonna section off Haru. Does not have the realm warp. He is as good as dead, and this time with Leave here, they can make sure the gold goes to the right place on the trade back, but TT on the map, feeling a bit better on the mid lane side at least.
Yeah, Ryan gets to hit up this wave, no Q3. If Keshi lands that might have been ZDZ going down. Great trade coming in for Edward Gaming.
Very fun to see two teams opt into playing the map with their comps, and I feel like that's a really good test to see which teams are at better spots. Oh, Leave. Well, improvement plan. It was not followed there.
Keshi gets alone time on the start. I think more so it's going to be him taking his recall, moving in. Dragon going over to TT is not all that bad. So
even on Dragons, we're going to even up the turret count here with Haru taking the bot tier 1 side turret. Here's the play though for Xiaohao and the rest of EDG. They are going to bring good old Shelly out to throw herself at that tier 2 turret, but it's just gold plates. Leave though on the mid lane. That's good. Again. Part of the reason that the pace of this game is slowed down is you have to remember, first dragon of the game came off the board at 11:30 on the clock. So we are just now getting to third Drake with Baron already on the map. It's making things a lot more slower pace. We are not immediately having to fight over some big soul-altering dragon yet.
I think TT are just going to give up this dragon, play for position over mid. They're putting all 5 members into this right now. EDG are already on this. Let's just take the mid tier 1. Maybe we can go for a little bit more. We have 3 grubs. Why not? Angel cannot walk back into this until Parukia gets here. This just might be the whole turret, and they can realm warp themselves out of this play. ZDZ is still split pushing and does not have Mega Gnar anywhere near close.
Xiaohao has to use a rare defensive Grand Starfall to cover the turret. Wonder how much work ZDZ.
Well, they got clapped in this one, and it's nowhere near close to this. You have to start thinking that maybe that comes to haunt some of these players.
On to Junhao. Instead, it's Feather that gets jumped on. Flash still gets the stun from the Pantheon. Solar Flare stun over top. Xiaohao's dead. Haru is flanked. He's looking for Leave. There's the Nightmare re-engage coming across, but Angel gets thrown into the wall. Ryan executes the Syndra. Junhao's gonna flash himself out. Re-engage all out from Keshi. Gets on to Leave, and a flashing, piercing arrow from Ryan. Stabs the heart of EDG's damage control center. And now the rest of the squad is scattered to the wayside. TT looking for a chase. I don't know if they get any speed ups, but Haru does have an inside track. Has to be wary of his health bar. Perukia might just look for this turn. Gets the slow from ZDZ. Haru, can he get a Rune Prism down? Piercing arrow, Perukia dies to the Arcade Comet. That means 3 big kills for TT. They win our first big fight of our do or die game 3.
ZDZ gets no value there.
Pushing
And look, TT on side lanes. Now we need to see them kind of make it true, happen around these objectives. A Dragon win over to EDG, and right now it is going to be Junhao who evens it out at 2 apiece for both teams.
Oh, Haru's looking. Realm Warp, fake out. Not going to actually go for it. Good, wise decision. Could have gotten blown up. Junhao is sprinting up river. Angel Ghost that Tia found on this very Baron. Haru is on a mission. You can cue the Mission Impossible music behind this guy the way he is looking for the flank. Finally spotted. Light's going to go out. Haru gets jumped out by Xiaohao, but nobody else can kind of engage because the lights get taken away. They still find Feather. Keshi goes into the meat and bones of EDG. Haru has to go into the stasis, and Xiaohao goes after him. Junhao executed by a big unleashed power. Angel's trying to do the heavy lifting here, as now finally EDG have found a fight on their standards, and they have mopped the floor with TT, who desperately looked for a pick that was never really there.
That might just be game. I mean, 40 seconds left. It's Feather, and it's going to be Keshi who can defend this base. You have a Sivir. EDG might have just won this off of a single team fight here in game 3.
Nobody's near Cloud Soul. Baron got, a little bit of a rebel rouser going on.
Oh, EDG
but they're
back
not
onto
go
the Baron. Flash available here for Leave. Flash available for Ryan 3, and this Baron's almost done.
We got to get in. We got to ult now. We got to get towards the pit. Lights are going to go out. I don't think they can steal it. Nope, too late. It's secure.
Oh, no!
The Realm gets canceled, though. TT can't get out thanks to their trusted Rise. All out. Wheel pulls Xiaohao away from the fight, but ZZ has already claimed Feather. TT are just trying to run away with this Baron, but Angel's looking for the chase. Scour of the Weak finds one, but Keshi's going to protect Angel from chasing down any of these kills. Keshi is the sacrifice as he eats an absolute power for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Thunder Talk get our first Baron of the game, and they should get out with 3 members holding the purple banner.
Oh, ZDZ was trying to squeeze one more death. Can he find Haru? So, we'll end up seeing EDG still have a huge lead, 6,000 here. Trying to see if they can get some crystalline overgrowth. It might be Keshi who's dead.
Oh my god, I mean, yeah, let's test how beefy that health bar is. Angel and Leaf can certainly get it done. Yeah, wow, that was way too easy with that execute from the Unleashed Power. Angel once again doing the heavy lifting. No Realm Warp to safety, just brings a couple of minions alongside TT, and despite them having the Baron push, they are the ones that secede territory. And finally, 33 minutes in for a team like Thunder Talk, a roster like Thunder Talk.
EDG are just so slow. They are not a team that usually makes a ton of super expressive plays. I think Keshi knows. Oh, no.
CDC got that Meganar so fast, Keshi. Oh, that Cassante health bar is not going to matter, friend. You tried for the teleport gambit, and instead, a very untimely death for Keshi. 35 minutes in, that death timer is a full fat minute.
30 seconds though before Baron, and look at where Haru is. He's in the top lane right now. He's pushing. EDG, they will at least try to take down this turret, but because this structure exists, I don't know how much further they can really go to get this wave in. I mean, you have Sivir who's sitting in mid lane, but she can't be by herself because Junhao could just ult. You could also have Haru end up following. How much further can EDG take this advantage? It's still a 30-second death timer here for Keshi, and he doesn't have TP, so as long as they're rushing and getting the other side of the map, Perukia.
That is a very deep find to nothing. That is one of the problem points EDG have had. Perukia looking for an engagement.
Angel!
But Angel's going to be here to rescue with a 3-man stun, sending ZZ in the backline with a Narbar, but Junhao gets himself out. Feather is fine. They turn the lights out and ruin that engagement. Leave is on the front line, throwing heads with Haru and winning. Oh my god, Leave wants this series over on his own, running straight at TT with no fear in his heart. It's a 5 versus 3 now. Keshi respawns to see 2 of his members fallen, and EDG, unlike their last base push, they're looking to end it here.
Yeah, the wave is gone though. They don't have any minions. They have a wave now crashing from mid and bottom lane. Leave might have just won this game.
Angel's stuns are gonna bring it home as well. Down goes Feather. Keshi flings himself into the waiting arms of Leave to finally take down the one person that tried to end their series, and he may have fallen, but he falls as a statue for EDG's victorious march forward. It took a whole lot of patience and way longer than I think Edward Gaming fans wanted, but they are back to 500 and have swept both series against